Welcome to this Fertility Yoga daily morning practice. In this class, we'll gently open the body and also increase circulation to awaken your energy. You don't need any yoga props for this class, but you might like some yoga blocks or books and a bolster or a blanket. If you are brand new to Fertility Yoga, I have a free guide for you, and the link for that gift will be in the description box below. Let's start our practice today by coming into a comfortable seat. So this might be with the legs crossed. If you prefer, you can sit up onto a block or a bolster, just to bring those hips a little bit higher than the knees. Let's take the shoulders up towards the ears. And then as you exhale, see if you can draw the shoulder blades back down behind you. And again, inhale, drawing them up towards your ears. And exhale down and behind. One last circle in this direction. Good. Let's reverse the circles. So drawing them forward, opening the chest, and then rounding the back. Two more here. Last one. Good. Hold on to the knees. As you inhale, open the chest, maybe shift the gaze to the sky, and then as you exhale, round the back, look down towards the belly. Inhale as you open, exhale as you close. Inhale as you open, exhale as you close. Good. Let's take the left leg out to the side. And just gently lean in that direction. Given we've only just woken up for the morning, your body, like mine, probably feels a little bit stiff, maybe even a little bit sore if you've slept funny. So just let yourself move intuitively, feeling where maybe feels a little bit tight, needs a little bit of extra love today. If you are up on the block or the bolster, you can either stay up if your hamstrings are quite tight or come off that prop now. And then I just want you to reach down that left leg and inhale the arm up and over. As you exhale, bring the hand back, find the opposite hip. Bring the hand to the outside of that front knee and gently look over the shoulder. Good. Let's move. We're going to flow with the breath here. Inhale over. Exhale, find that twist. And again, inhale over. Exhale, find the twist. Let's add on a little bit now. Inhale, lean down the leg. As you exhale, we're going to plant this right hand down on the mat. Inhale, lift the other arm up and over, and then push into the foot as you lift the hips up. Good. Feel a big stretch down this side of the body. We're just saying good morning, waking the body up. Inhaling, leaning over. So if you didn't like this big lift and opening, you can come back to that gentle twist. But if you did like it, let's lean into opening the body, feeling like you can move and notice the body in this space. Don't feel like you have to hold it still. Good. Inhale, last one. Reaching over. Maybe you can reach a little bit more than you have been. And then come to that opening. Lift the hips high. Good. Coming all the way back down. Bring both legs out in front of you and just give the hips a little bit of a wiggle and a shake. And the knees. Maybe you take the legs to one side and then the other. And then we're going to come into that same position on the opposite side. So our right leg is outstretched this time. Our left leg is folded in, reaching down that left leg and just feeling into this side, just like we did on the other side. Not moving into the pose just yet. Just noticing how our body feels. On this side today, I always notice my right side is always a little bit tighter than my left. Inhale, lifting up and over. And then exhale, we're going to find that twist. So the left hand finds the right hip, or as close to it as you can get. The right hand finds the outside of that right knee. Gently look over the left shoulder. And then lean it down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Let's change it up just like we did before. Inhale. And exhale. Plant the hand. Press into the foot. Press into the top of that left shin. Open the body up. And exhale. Bring it all the way back down. Inhale over. Exhale as you open. Take a breath here. Inhale. And exhale it back down. Inhale, lean over. Exhale, lift. That's our last one. Feel free to move in this position. And lowering it back down. Good. Bring the soles of the feet together. Hold on to the feet so they can be wide away from the body or in nice and close, whatever feels best for you. And just butterfly the knees up and down. Good. Bringing some aliveness and energy to this space. And then inhale them up nice and high. And then exhale, I want you to press them down with just the muscles of the leg. So we're not using the elbows to press them down. We're just using the muscles of the leg, engaging through this inner thigh to press the knees down towards the mat. Sit nice and tall, maybe holding onto the feet to give you something to anchor against. And then if you're able to, gently leaning forwards. Good, and then we're just gonna work with the breath here. Inhale, lift tall. Exhale, lean forwards. Good. Doesn't matter how low you go. It's not a sign of how good you are at yoga. There really is no measure of how good you are at yoga, other than maybe being a good person. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale and fold. Good. Sitting tall. Bring the knees together. We're going to roll up and over, coming into our child's pose. So you may want to make it nice and comfortable, bring that bolster underneath the chest in your child's pose. You can practice with knees together or knees wide, up to you. Creep the arms forward, make little tents with the fingertips to start. Looking down towards the mat, finding some length through that spine, and then softening down. Maybe it feels good to rock the head from side to side. Then when you're ready, if you've got the bolster under the chest, just roll it out the way now as we plant the hands. We're going to come up onto the knees, tuck the toes under and come up into our downward facing dog. So take your time here, pedaling it out. The first dog of the day is always a little bit tight, so bend into those knees, lift the tailbone high and then gently draw the heels down. Press into all 10 fingers on the mat. The pads of the fingers, the palms of the hands. Draw the elbows in slightly and press the floor away. As you inhale, I want you to lift the left leg up behind you. Maybe bend the knee, open out the hip if that feels nice. Maybe have a little play here with the leg, just enjoying the space in the body, the space that we can take up with the body. Look towards the hands. We're going to step that left foot forward to the outside of the left hand. And I want you to stay up here on both feet rather than bringing the back knee down, and just rock and roll around a little here. So again, exploring into the hips, noticing what feels good, maybe what needs a little bit more love and attention. And then as you inhale, lift the chest forward, let the knee fall out to the side, find the outer blade of this front foot. Good. Bring the back knee down now. Plant the top of the foot into the mat. Bring the front foot back to flat and inhale, high lunge. Rather low lunge. This is not high lunge. Forgive me, it's early here. Inhale, I want you to lift the chest up, and you can either stay here or you can bring that right hand around and maybe find that right ankle. If it's too much to reach towards the foot here, you can tuck the back foot and bring it a little bit closer towards you. And then I want you to open the heart, reaching that top arm over. Again, this is all optional. If none of this feels good, just the low lunge is perfect. One more breath here, and then slowly bring yourself back out, plant the hands back down, lift up that back knee, and I'm going to get you to step that left foot back, coming into a plank position, and then rolling onto the right side and lifting up into a side plank. If this is too strong, you're feeling like, this is too early for this, Bettina, come into a modified side plank here. Breathing here. And then exhale, bring that left hand down, coming to your downward facing dog. If you're feeling like a vinyasa this morning, knock yourself out. If you're feeling like just hanging out in down dog, then just stay here. Good, right leg to sky, bend the knee, open out through the hip, maybe exploring how this feels in the body, moving the leg, doing whatever feels good here. And then look towards the hands, step that right foot forwards. Coming into this rock and roll here in a high lunge. So whilst I wouldn't say I particularly enjoyed our fertility journey, I would say one of the best things it taught me was really getting in touch with what does my body want in any given moment. As you inhale, lift through the chest, roll to the outer blade of that front foot, come to this lizard variation. So I want you to witness and view, and then let everything that you're offered on the mat, off the mat, be an option. Does this feel good in my body today? Is this going to bring me energy, or is this going to rob me of energy? And then make the decision according to what's going to serve your body. So you can stay in that low lunge with the arms extended, or come to this heart opening variation. Breathing here. Good, coming all the way back up, windmill the hands all the way down, tuck the back knee up, lift the back knee up, and step all the way back to downward facing dog. Again, if you're feeling like a vinyasa here, go for it. If you just want to have a wiggle, stretching through those legs, then do that. Good, bending the knees, look towards the hands. So we're going to step the feet forward, this time to the outside of the mat. Bring the hips down and come into our low squat, our malasana. So bring the hands to the floor to start. We're going to lift the hips up and then sit them down and explore at what point do your heels lift. So that's kind of the sticky point for me. I can lift up, my heels are on the ground, and then it's like, ooh, there's the sticky point. And see if you can just work with that sticky point. So leaning into it, breathing into it. Maybe shifting the weight from side to side. Good. On your next breath, lift the hips high, come into your forward fold, maybe hold the elbows, sway it out. On your next breath, let's bend the knees, take a big breath in, say good morning as you reach up to the sky. And then exhale all the way back down. You can bring the feet in towards each other if you don't like them so wide. Inhale, halfway lift. Good. Exhale and fold. And again, bend the knees. Inhale. Feel your whole body stretching upwards. Exhale all the way back down. Bend into the knees. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Last one, bend the knees, inhale. Exhale, Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Let's step it back. Come to your downward facing dog. Again, if you want to move through vinyasa here, please do so. If you're happy here hanging out, let's do that. Bring the knees down to the mat when you're ready. We're going to walk the hands forward, coming into our puppy pose. Bringing the chest, the forehead down to the mat. Feeling that nice stretch across the back and shoulders. Good. Next breath. Bring the chest back up. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to turn that back foot around and shift the weight onto the right side as we open up into a right side plank. Good. On your next breath, can you bring the elbow and knee in towards each other? And then inhale, extend it out. Reach them in towards each other. And extend it out. Last one, elbow and knee together. And extend it out. Good. Let's repeat that on the opposite side. Rolling over. Reach arm and leg away. Knee and elbow come together and extend long. And again. Last one. Now, can anyone remember what I missed earlier in our practice? I want you to bring that left hand underneath the shoulder. We're going to find our full side plank or the modified variation because I completely missed it before. And then exhale, bring the hand down all the way back to downward facing dog. I don't want you feeling lopsided today, so I thought I'd better add that back in. Good. We are almost finished for our practice today. Let's start to slow it down. Bring the knees back under the hips, hands under shoulders, lift the tail, lift the head, breathe in. Exhale, breathe it out. Press the floor away. And again, inhale. And exhale. Good. Release the body. Come to sit back. You can either sit for our final few moments together or come to lie on the back. It's completely up to you. If you do want to lie, I recommend coming into your butterfly. So bring the feet back together, let the knees fall out to the side, maybe even bring the bolster in. And allow yourself to lean back over it, letting the palms face towards the sky. Just taking a few breaths here in this position. Letting all those energies that we've stirred up in the body, the breath, any sensations, letting them all start to settle and sink. Resting into the supports beneath you. And starting to slow the breathing down. Reminding yourself that here in this moment, you are safe. You are supported. And whether you choose to stay here in this practice for a little bit longer, taking some time here in meditation, or whether you choose now to start your day, I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I hope to practice again with you soon. Peace.